Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight's is a new episode of the Future Kings program. This series is a series of information sessions that describe various aspects of the Future Kings program. Tonight, our guest is Dr. Wesley Phillips, who is the owner and CEO of a business called Professional Certifications and Consulting. His company is one of the core partners in the Future Kings program. As an introduction to the Future Kings program, for those who have not been on previous tapings, we are a not-for-profit that is engineering great futures. We do this by changing lives through STEM education, and we do that by teaching college-level material to boys that are in secondary school. So tonight, we are speaking to Dr. Wesley Phillips, who is the leader of the cybersecurity program, which is one of the technology offerings of Future Kings. Dr. Phillips, your company, Professional Certifications and Consulting, is a key contributor to the Future Kings program. Can you tell me who PCCS is, and why are you participating in the Future Kings program?
Okay, well, Professional Certifications and Consulting Services is a company that I started to help people in the community earn certifications for employment faster, affordable, with also reputable hands-on training. And when the opportunity to work with Future Kings came about, I was actually excited and wanted to help out the kids. I believed in your mission, and I just wanted to be a part of it to see if I can help, because I have a little bit of a track record of helping people not only get certified in learning these skills, but I don't know if it was by accident or on purpose, but whatever the case is, I started helping people to find employment. So I don't guarantee employment. I can't do that, but I do my best to teach them the skills that the employers are looking for, that this country is looking for, to help contribute to our national security. And cybersecurity is definitely one of those big things right now.
So one of the reasons why you're participating, because you are you're reaching back to help young people in our community and prepare them for their post-high school life.
Absolutely.
Now, the purpose of the Future Kings cybersecurity program is to prepare these young men for their post-high school life. They come into a program not knowing anything about computer technology other than what they might use, other than what they do as a user. And through the cybersecurity program, we teach them hardware, software, but the real purpose of the program is to prepare them with a technical background that will give them a competitive advantage over their peer groups when they enter their post-high school career.
Mm-hmm.
So based on that, how does that fit into your relationship? How does that fit into the mission of your company?
Well, that's fine, because people don't often know what they want to do. And what I try to do is find something that they have a strong desire to do. It doesn't matter to me whether it's cybersecurity, project management, quality management, Six Sigma, etc., etc. If you have the desire, no matter what age you are, just come on in, talk to me, let's sit down, we'll work out a plan, and we just get it done. We start it. Cybersecurity, you don't have to go to school, college, or anything to start it. If you're interested in it, you have the desire, you have the time and the commitment, well then come on, let's get started, and we start you from scratch.
So your company is a certification company and also a consulting company, and you bring both those assets into your relationship with the young men in the Future Kings program. Could you explain a little bit how the certification process enables the young men to have a competitive advantage over their peer group.
Okay. Well, interestingly is when it comes to getting employed, we all have to do our research and see what the employers are looking for today. So I refer to it as riding the wave. Right now, the wave is certifications and hands-on skill. Those two skill will get you great employment, often even without a college degree, in which I will always promote earning a college degree in addition to earning these skills. But in my past, I actually was a dean of a college in the area, and I used to counsel adults. Many of these adults wanted to earn their college degrees. Of course, that's what they were there to do. But how long does it take to finish a college degree? 4 years if you're lucky, 5, 6 or more, because life gets in the way, right?
Yes.
So, hey, if you really, really need a job right now, why don't you take some of your money? Oftentimes, people get financial aid. I would tell them, shave off some of that financial aid for your investment in yourself, for your education, instead of just putting it in your pocket and paying your bills.
Mm-hmm.
And let's put you in a 5-day certification course, 40 hours. It's a lot of work, yes, but you need a job now, a career now. Let's get you trained, finish this certification, and then after you finish the 5-day training course, most certification courses are 5 days in many different disciplines. Then you study for maybe another 5 to 14 days, give or take. Each individual is different. I would give them a series of practice exams. I would give them some hands-on drills for them to do to make them feel comfortable. And then let's get you to pass that certification exam. Once they pass the certification exam, then when they start applying for jobs, they may actually get the job. And then in that case, now not only did they get the job, but they may get a job where the employer may help pay for their college. So I was successful in doing that for many, many students. In fact, I would help them get jobs within as little as 30 to 60 days. And then I had this idea later to start PCCS, mypccs.com, and then I've been in business for just under 2 years now. I have some contracts with some companies. I've trained everyone from Future Kings students, boys, to adults. And it's not always about the job. I kind of look at cybersecurity as obviously a huge career, but and there are many different factions or versions within cybersecurity. But let's get you trained in what the employers want and need right now.
So, from your experience working with adults and preparing adults who are definitely looking for a job, and getting them ready to be successful candidates for those highly skilled job opportunities, then you've been able to transfer that from an adult setting into a setting where you're getting youth involved, so that you know what adults need in order to be gainfully employed and win the job. And so now we can begin preparing young men that are still in high school who may not have to get a job in order to feed a family or to help, but they still have to begin preparing for their post-high school career. And by being able to bring that experience from working with adults into an area where you are working with young people, that it's easier for you to really target the skills that these young people need in order to be ready for their post-high school career. Am I phrasing that correctly?
Absolutely. There's kids today, They are arguably smarter than we were when we were younger. They have computers. We didn't have that. At best, we had the little DOS screens, and we played Star Trek on it like I did. I'm aging myself. But, you know, the old Commodore computers and so forth. But kids today are owning businesses.
We're dating ourselves because Commodore and DOS, those are technologies from the 80s.
Oh, yeah.
And some of our viewers weren't even born in the 80s.
Right.
So
right.
It's great
right.
that we can go back and old school it like that.
Exactly. So kids today are, you know, they're our future.
Yes.
Just like we were the future
yes.
when we were kids. They need to learn skills. The employers today, if you just went to any old employment job site and just did a search and you look, you would see an education requirement, usually a degree or an advanced degree. Mm-hmm. You would see an experience requirement. They want you to have years of experience already. Entry-level jobs. Does that make any sense? Mm-hmm. Right? Then they want you to have certifications. Mm-hmm. And in addition to that, sometimes a clearance. So we are all competing against our brother and sister neighbor mm-hmm. for any employment. You have children today who are starting businesses. They are very computer savvy. They just need some focus. And we, as adults, it is our responsibility to channel our youth today, who are our future, to focus on these things if they're interested in it. Since we're talking about cybersecurity, we focus them on, hey, look at the different things that you can do. Look at the amount of money you can earn. You know, we don't want to preach it first, but mm-hmm. it's a reality. Money may not buy you happiness or make you happy, but it helps. Mm-hmm. Look at the houses in our areas, in the neighborhoods. We have $500,000 homes. What are our kids going to do? Some parents want their kids out the house, right? We want yes. you to get a great job, yes. Get a great education. And the truth is, education alone will not get them these jobs today. You have to have, it's kind of like a self-proclaimed statement. I explained it already. E squared, C squared. That's what I call it. Education, experience. Those are our E's.
Yes.
C squared. Certifications and clearances.
Okay.
You don't need a clearance, but in this area, the DMV,
yes.
right? Hopefully, if you have the other three, it will help you to obtain a clearance one day, okay. if that's what you desire to do.
Okay. Now, the Future Kings mm-hmm. say that we are engineering great futures.
Yes.
That we are changing lives through STEM education. Mm-hmm. And that we are doing that by teaching college-level material to boys that are in secondary school.
Right.
And you are someone who teaches both at the college level.
Yes.
And you also have a strong background in adult education.
Yes.
And you bring that to the Future Kings cybersecurity program. Mm-hmm. Could you discuss some of the tools and materials that you integrate into your instructional practices mm-hmm. with the Future Kings?
Okay, well, you know, I use a lot of open source material. I do have access to a lot of proprietary equipment, which I cannot use that with Future Kings. Of course, we've talked about that before, but I have a good amount of experience and a lot of open source materials that I can actually bring to Future Kings so that we can use that material to acquire the skills that they need, to get the years of experience that these employers are looking for at an earlier age. And I mean, can you imagine being 16, 17, 18 years old and having 4 to 5 years of experience in cybersecurity? Mm-hmm. That's what Future Kings is doing for people. And then now they're getting closer to certification, if not earning their certifications while doing that same thing. Employers will hire you in a minute. In fact, they'll probably look at a resume and read it and probably wonder, okay, well, they'll want to meet this person. When they meet them, they'll probably wonder, are you for real? Because you're only 18 years old and you have 5 years of experience in cybersecurity. That doesn't equate right. That's going to make me as an employee want to say, well, you know, let me set up some series of exams or tests or something. Show me what you know.
Mm-hmm.
And the great thing about this is that's what we're doing. We're preparing them. The material that I have, you know, I don't want to just name one entity, but I have a host of different material from online sources, from textbooks that we can use to apply and work with the future kings. All reputable. Many of them lead to certification and or a different certificate. And that's how we get these kids to apply themselves with what the employers today actually need.
And it's okay to discuss do some name dropping. I know that Microsoft, for example, does have courses for network security and network fundamentals. CompTIA up to now is maybe being the gold standard because of its flexibility and depth. But you bring some of those same technologies and same detailed, advanced knowledges to the boys in order to teach them and prepare them for their post-high school careers.
Yes.
Am I correct in that?
Yes. Microsoft Virtual Academy, I believe Microsoft is trying to change the world, is free to everyone. So what I've done was I leveraged what's out there for free to use with the boys to work towards their Microsoft Technology Associate Network Fundamentals and even their Microsoft Technology Associate Security Fundamentals. And that will help give them a certification. That certification looks great on a resume and is in high demand. And even some of the CompTIA certifications, I think the last I read was the youngest certified person in A+ was like 11 or 12 or something like that.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. You know, you have some exceptional people out there, no matter what their ages are.
Yes.
We just need to refocus or focus our youth so that they can not get caught up in that negative element out there in the street. We focus them on something that's going to help them for their futures. We try to make it fun. It's not hard work. It's just a matter of, hey, did you know you can do this? Come on over here, let's learn this. Ooh, that's cool. Okay, give me more.
Okay. Well, I'd like to say thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank you for the contribution that you made to the Future Kings program. Thank you for your continuing contributions to the Future King program. Thank you for bringing an emphasis on certification and practical experience. From watching you work with the young men in our program, it's clear that they relate well to you and that the knowledges that you are giving them are very, very valuable. It's difficult to believe that young men who are in grade 6 up to maybe grade 10 or 11 could actually be introduced and master material that is designed for adults. So the fact that you're able to convert on both ends is absolutely outstanding. I thank you again for what you've done for the Future Kings program and what you continue to do.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
With that, we'd like to close out this evening's session. Thank you again, Dr. Phillips, for being here with us and for explaining the cybersecurity program of Future Kings and your involvement in that program.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome, sir. All righty.